Hey guys, welcome back to Overtime. I'm Makayla and on today's episode, I was joined with Bears wide receiver Anthony Miller and his girlfriend Ari Novak. They share with me their life stories and what the future holds for their family. I hope you enjoy listening as much as I did. Hey guys, welcome back to Overtime. I'm Makayla and today I'm super excited to announce my guest, Bears wide receiver Anthony Miller and his wonderful girlfriend Ari Novak. Thank you both so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
So we'll start with you, Anthony. Growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, was football always your number one passion?
I'd say so. Football and track is what I started out with, probably around 5 years old. So I've always had a passion for those two sports.
When did you start actually getting into football itself?
Like really getting into it, probably around middle school, I'd say. I started really playing. About 7th grade, I'd say.
Okay. So then you walked on to Memphis. How do you think that has helped mold you as a player? And what was that experience like being a hometown kid?
I would say being a walk-on, it's taught me a lot. It's got me through a lot of situations. I would say it's taught me to just keep my mind strong through all the obstacles I have to go through. So I'm very grateful for where I am today.
Now, out of all the schools that you could have walked on at, you chose Memphis. Did you have a family member that went there? Did you just really like the campus? Or did you just want to stay near home? Like, why did you choose Memphis?
Yeah, my whole family went to Memphis, and it's my hometown. So, why not play for them? You know what I'm saying? And my little sister goes there now. So I guess we were all meant to go there.
That's amazing. Okay, now, Anthony, there's a lot of talent sitting next to you on that couch right now. And some might even argue the better athlete. Ari, you have had such an amazing career playing basketball at MWSU. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I went there after junior college. I initially didn't want to play basketball after high school. So I ended up going to a junior college that was in my hometown, Chicago. And then unfortunately I tore my ACL. So I lost a lot of my big Division I offers. So Mo West, MWSU, they're the ones that stuck with me throughout my whole surgery and everything. So when I got there, it was like game one. I had the green light. I started off amazing, and then I tore my other ACL. So unfortunately, I only got to play a year and a half there, but it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. It was basically a building. They were rebuilding their program, and we actually got to the playoffs for the first time in the school history for 10 years, I think. So it was a really good experience. It was kind of scary being away from home, but it was fun. I liked it.
Well, now I understand why it was so easy for you to whoop Anthony in a one-on-one match last time you guys were over here.
That did not happen. Why did you just
You
tell
were
a
hacking.
field like that?
You were fouling. We have it on tape.
Yeah, we have it on tape, Anthony. I'll send it to you.
Oh, yeah, send me that. Send me those.
Now, Anthony, on draft day, April of 2018, you were not only surrounded by your family, but also your head coach from Memphis, Mike Norvell.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went from being a walk-on to an All-American and now the NFL. Can you describe that incredible day for us and what was going through your mind?
Well, all day, I knew I was going that day. So I was really excited. I had actually got a call from Dallas, a Dallas area code. When I got the call, so I was like, I'm finna go to the Cowboys, and that's my daddy's favorite team. So he was about to freak out, you know what I'm saying? But it ended up being somebody from the Bears, and I was like, man, it's Chicago. When I got off the phone, I was like, I told everybody, man, that was Chicago. I'm finna go to Chicago, and then it popped up on the screen, and it was just crazy. It was a surreal feeling, you know what I'm saying? It was a great moment.
So now, because of your drive, Anthony, do you always approach the game like a player who had no scholarship offers?
Of course. I always approach the game like, it's my last opportunity to play. I give it my all 100%, every play. And hopefully I can continue to have a good career. So.
So, Ari, your life just didn't stop in front of the cameras from playing basketball in college. Tell us a little bit about your modeling career and how did that start?
Oh my god. Actually, my mom had been trying to force me to model like all the whole time I was growing up, but I've been such a tomboy that putting on a dress was not an option, skirt, stuff like that. But once I finished playing basketball, I just couldn't do it anymore, like physically. Like I've had 3 surgeries in 2.5 years. So I just needed something else to occupy my time. And people kept saying, like, oh, you're so long, you should model. And I booked a photo shoot one day and just kind of like went from there. Like photographers were hitting me up to do photo shoots. Then I started doing runway. And then in 2017, I walked for New York Fashion Week for the first time. And it's just been a success since then. I've free agency.
So, I feel like sometimes as a woman, it's kind of hard to be on that side of the camera. So, how do you feel like modeling has changed you as a person?
Um, it's definitely made me grow up a little bit more and become mature in certain situations because I'm like such a silly, goofy person. But when you're in front of the camera, like you have to like turn it on instantly. Like a photographer is not going to stop because you're being silly or because you feel uncomfortable. It's definitely made me like more comfortable as a woman and like secure with who I am and my body. So that's probably the biggest takeaway from it. And then just being able to network with whoever you come encounter with because you never know like who you're talking to or who's on the runway with you or who's even behind stage. So it's definitely like I don't know, it's super like it's fun all the time, but it's like you have to be on your toes at all time.
Now, I bet your confidence just has like skyrocketed.
um, yeah, it's definitely different now. Having a baby and getting back into it. But beforehand, it was yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing, nothing.
So, Anthony, speaking of confidence, how do you feel like someone would best prepare to defend you? And what do you think you bring to the field on each and every play?
Can't prepare. It's hard to prepare for this. No, like, seriously though, I think it's really hard to prepare for me just because like I got so much in my toolbox. You can ask your dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm real nice out there. I got a lot of moves, you know what I'm saying, that it's tough for a defender to, just man, he finna make this move. Like I feel like I'm unpredictable, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out on the field. But what was the other question?
What do you think you bring on the field each and every play?
I feel like I bring intensity, you know what I'm saying, a lot of swag. I pump guys up. I'm a playmaker as well. I could contribute in a lot of ways, just great team player, you know.
Now, is there a defense that you just love going up against?
Historically, I've done great against the Lions, so I would say the Lions. I think I've had like 2 or 3 100-yard games against them. This past game, we didn't get it. I think I had like 50, 60 yards, but I usually always get off on them. Yeah.
So, staying with the word confidence here, Ari, there obviously has to be an abundance of it to take on starting your own business. Tell us a little bit about Tomboy and what the future holds for it.
I initially started Tomboy because, and Anthony could probably vouch for this, I found myself taking his clothes a lot. Like when we were like getting dressed to go out and I just like feel a certain swag and I like, throw on a nice girly top, but I'd take like a pair of his baggy pants or vice versa. And I realized that we don't really have like a unisex line for our generation. So I just wanted to create something that reached both men and women. And of course, the LGBT community, and allow everybody to just feel comfortable in like, everyday clothes. You can dress up the hoodies or dress up the jogging pants or dress them down and whatever you're comfortable in. So it was like my little baby and now it's blossoming. But it definitely was hard. It was a few days I was crying, and he had to, get me back on track because like little bumps in the road, learning how to run a business and packaging and labeling and selling and running a website. So it's definitely it's a learning experience, but I'm enjoying it so much.
So do you mind telling the viewers like about your website and Instagram on how they can find out how to buy your merchandise?
Yeah, of course. So the website is tomboymerch.com. And so is our Instagram. It's Tomboy Merch as well. I like to keep things updated on the Instagram. So whenever I post either discounts or new products, like tonight, we're dropping the varsity set tonight.
Go Cop.
So you can always get an update on Instagram. This is our little logo. So we have the female and the male sign in it just to show diversity. But yeah, we're going to make a Twitter probably within the next week or so. May have to make us a nice TikTok too. We're pretty good at TikToks. But yeah, hit up the website ASAP. I'm probably going to do a good discount for Christmas as well so we can get some gifts out to people.
Now, I can barely keep up with school, volleyball, and my insane family. I want to know how you juggle everything with being a mom, a girlfriend, and an entrepreneur.
It gets rough. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy and everything every day is just so nice. It gets rough. It's great to have a good partner. He really helps out a lot. He really balances me out. The days where I'm like exhausted, because I know he comes home from practice and he's exhausted, but being a full-time mom is exhausting. But it's a blessing. So you kind of just like outweigh the tired, sleepless days with seeing this wonderful, smart little baby just bouncing around all day. But I mostly get like my business taken care of when he's sleeping. Like I try to get as much done while he's sleeping as possible. If he's napping, mommy's cleaning, filling orders, taking care of our other baby, Big Rocco, wherever he's at. But it's hard, but got a good buddy right here.
Now, 2020 has been a challenging year for everyone. All right, instead of being in a packed stadium, you're home with your newborn baby, Ace, watching Anthony on TV. How much do you miss the game day atmosphere?
Oh man, it's definitely hard, like screaming at the TV with the baby here every Sunday. And I grew up here, so I've always been a big Chicago Bears fan. And just the atmosphere and hearing the loud music and the crowd and seeing him get hyped in his jersey, like I definitely miss that. I miss our pregame kiss, our little talk, our money call. But I mean, safe, got to be safe. But hopefully next year we get to experience that again. It makes the football season go by so slow, so slow.
I agree. So same with you, Anthony. As a player, what do you miss most about pre-COVID?
Just having the fans being a part of the game and, my family as well, them being able to come through and see me work out there. But that's about it. Being out there is kind of weird without the fans and all the lights and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a year we got to get through, and I'm sure things should be back to normal next year, hopefully.
Now, I don't want to forget to mention the four-legged Miller, Rocco. How has he adjusted to his new brother, Ace?
Well,
he's still really big and rough.
Yeah, he's just a big kid, you know what I'm saying? He's 130, 140 pounds. And like he's still kind of childish, He seeks attention a lot, especially when the baby's around. Like he'll go scrape on the door. He don't have to go outside, but he'll go scrape on the door or like just try to rub up against you, or you know what I'm saying. So he's like one of our kids too. You see him right now. He just wants somebody to pet him right now. Like. That's all he wants. So,
but they love each other.
Yeah.
Like the baby will stare at him all day. He gets a little close to him, but he knows he can't be too close.
Yeah.
So he'll like go get his little licks in and then go about his day.
So So now you guys have this established family along with both of your careers off and running. Can you guys tell me about your future in 10 years, both as a player and as an entrepreneur? Like, where do you guys see yourselves?
Well, as a player, hopefully my career will take off like I wanted to, and I'll be a part of the league for a long time. As a family, I just want us to grow in like we're already beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I just know we're gonna grow into something, even more major. You know what I'm saying? Even more extravagant. I just think it's gonna be great. More kids on the way.
Wow, okay.
We're gonna get a big old house. Just live life. You know what I'm saying? Travel. I see it all, man. I see it for.
Well, business wise, I'm hoping I'll have like a big manufacturing company like here in the States, making everything to, of course, provide jobs. Have a few stores in some different locations: LA, Chicago. Of course, you got to put one in Memphis. And just keep growing, like have some good partnerships. I want to get some partnerships with Nike, with, some schools and stuff like that. So just grow and try to be as successful as we possibly can and teach our kids how to be successful as well.
Everyone has been forced to find creative ways to stay busy during quarantine. And like you guys said, TikTok has been a huge part in your quarantine life. What other things have you guys found that entertain Ace?
The jumper.
He actually has a jumper that we strap him into, and like he's able to bounce around. We actually think his legs have been getting much stronger. He actually started crawling last week. And he's like way ahead of where he's supposed to be. I think that's because like we always have him like in his play area, like trying to reach for stuff, or we have him sitting up, work on sitting up. He has so many toys that he can play with, but he decides to chew on the rug that we got in there. So he always breaks a piece off.
Yeah, that
chews
tags.
on that. But he's a really advanced baby. We're really proud of his progress. He's even sleeping by himself right now, like not strapped in or anything. We just put him down and he goes to sleep. So a lot of progress going on over here.
He needs to be up.
Yeah, we need to wake him up really because he can't be up all night.
So, as you're coming to a close on your third NFL season, Anthony, how would you reflect on your career as an NFL player?
I would say I have a lot left in me. I have a lot left on the table. I'm just excited to see what happens. Whether I continue my career here with the Bears or somewhere else, I just know I'm gonna be great. I believe in myself and what I can do. And I'm just going to try to continue to get better. So,
now, in the future, Anthony, if I was going to be announcing the last game of your career, what would you like me to hear about yourself, not only as a player, but as a person?
It's kind of crazy describing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather have other people describe you. But I would like to hear that, hey, man, he gave it his all, 100% every play. He had fun playing the game. And he was also great doing it. He wasn't just some guy out there. He was actually had a huge impact on the game, when given the opportunity. So, just a great player. He'll be missed.
I'll make sure to throw in the basketball story as well and just let everyone know.
I think y'all's story is kind of off. I'm going to need to see that footage.
Well, I will get my dad to send it to you.
Buckets that day.
You got a bucket and it was off the backboard.
No.
I just remember every play was like foul, Anthony, you're fouling me.
It's
That sounds about right.
she has to get in the weight room. It's too little. You call fouls on everything.
No, you just can't knock people over.
It's just good defense.
You can't play football on a basketball court.
Whatever.
Well, Anthony, kids in our neighborhood were actually talking about how good Ari, like her wrist was, and they said nothing about you.
Hey man, haters. You can't get far without haters. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. You know. So whatever.
Who told you that?
It's facts. Like haters are always gonna look at LeBron James. You go to LeBron James's page on ESPN, it'd be like, oh, they're posting this guy again. Oh, people think he's so good. He's not better than Jordan. But
that's a fact.
But right now he's the greatest player in the world, and people should just appreciate that he's the greatest player in the world. But if you look at the comments, folks are like, oh, this guy's a bum. He can't finish. He can't finish finals. He can't finish. But
he just won.
But he's a 6'8" freak that could do what you can't do. So you should appreciate. So I look at myself, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know, the kids in the neighborhood, they want to hate on my jump shot. It's okay. I believe in my jump shot.
He does have a pretty good jump shot. It is a little, a little not. Yeah, see, it's just like flat. He doesn't have the follow through, but it's okay. It's okay.
All right, you two. Thank you both so much again for your time today. I look forward to watching both of your careers progress in the future. And please keep posting videos of Ace on your Instagram stories. I absolutely love them.
Yes, I got you.
And to the viewers, thank you guys so much for all your love and support this year. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you. Thank you.